The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Danville, Virginia, and Owen Fulton Field for today's USA South Conference opener between the Averett Cougars and the Greensboro Pride. I'm Drew Wilson, bringing you coverage of today's game, and we've got a good one for you as both teams ready to start the meaningful part of the season here with conference play. Kind of a gloomy day here in Danville, a little mist falling, rain holding off, but it is spitting just a little bit, so temperatures have dropped a little bit as we enjoyed about 70 degrees weather yesterday, nice and sunny. So not as pretty as it was yesterday, but still always a good day for baseball. Averett comes into today's game looking for a win. They are 1-7 on the year. Meanwhile, Greensboro 2-2. Greensboro coming off a loss in its last game to Averett wearing their navy blue tops with the gold sleeves. Greensboro in their black jerseys with green lettering and gray pants. Get you the starting lineups here. For Greensboro, in batting order, you have Jimmy Short in center field. And we'll finish that in just a second.
Leading off the Greensboro, top of the first, number 44, Jimmy Short.
As we are ready to roll here. And Jimmy Short will lead things off. He will face off against Ryan Traylor, pitching today for the Cougars. First pitch right at 1 p.m. local time, and that's low for a ball from Traylor. So the Greensboro lineup, you have Short leading off playing center field, Brady Dignan at second base, Hunter Curtis at shortstop as that pitch is fouled out of play. In the cleanup spot is the designated hitter Lincoln Hewitt. Tyler Price at third base, Dylan Cox at first base, Scotty McGuire behind the plate, Braden King in right field, Blake Carroll in left field, and Tyler Garum getting the start on the mound. This one poked out into left field, but BK Stansel there to make the catch for out number one.
Now letting you playing second base, Brady Dignan.
So that'll bring up Dignan here with one out. First pitch misses inside, and they're going to say it clipped him. Dignan didn't act like it hit him, and the umpire was the one who said it did. And Averett head coach Drew Bailey out to comment about it. I think he saw the same thing I saw. The batter didn't make an effort to really move and didn't act like it hit him. So that argument will fall on deaf ears, and that'll bring up Hunter Curtis here with a runner aboard with one out. Trailer, the right-hander, looks in, pitch across for a strike. Quick throw over to first. Not in time. Trailer, solid pickoff move. Has already picked off 2 runners this season on the mound. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled out a play to the right side. Curtis batting .833, he's only played 1 game coming in today, but was 5 of 6 with a double, an RBI, and 4 runs scored. So he had himself a day. That was against Pfeiffer. Correction, stats a little misleading there. He's played in 3 games. This ball popped out into center field and caught by Hart for out number 2.
Now that is the designated hitter, Lincoln Hewitt.
So that'll bring up Lincoln Hewitt. First pitch hit down the line in left field. Could be trouble. It will drop in just inside the line. And will be a double to keep the inning going.
Now batting playing third base, Tyler Price.
So with 2 outs and 2 aboard in scoring position, that'll bring up Tyler Price, the third baseman. And pitch across for a strike. Ball popped up into right field. Smithers there to make the catch for out number 3. So Greensboro threatens, but the Cougars get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the first inning, still tied 0-0 when we come back. Welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off will be Kyle Vidano. Averett's lineup, Vidano leading off and playing second base. And you got Dallas Smithers in right field, Matt Tuggle at third, Cody Jones the DH. And the first pitch misses for ball one. After Jones, Neil Hutchins catching. That pitch finds the zone. And Tanner Bradshaw at first, A.J. Hart in center, B.K. Stancil left, Nick Taylor at short, and Ryan Traylor, of course, on the mound. Vidano fouls that pitch out of play. So 1-2 the count. Tyler Garum getting the start for Greensboro. He's 1-0 and does have a save this season. And fastball high. That'll even the count. And Vidano will poke that one down the line in right field. That'll drop in. And he will get a leadoff single for the Cougars. That'll bring up Dallas Smithers. Vidano really hot right now. Has 12 hits on the year, batting .375. He's also a threat to steal over at first base. Has 6 steals in 7 attempts this season, as he's made his way back from missing all of last season due to injury. So don't know if he'll be on the move with a lefty on the mound and Garum. He stays put for now. First pitch hits the inside corner for strike one. Smithers batting .258, and the runner going. They're going to throw over to first, and it's going to be safe is Vidano. And it looks like he jammed his shoulder sliding into second. So time is called. Vidano, his 7th steal of the season. Greensboro looked like they had him picked, with a throw from first base on the opposite side of second base, as where Vidano was sliding, so he was able to get in behind the tag. Looks like Vidano's okay, so he's going to stay in. It's good news for the Cougars. Smithers walks back to the box. 0-1 is the count. So runner in scoring position for Averett here early in the bottom of the first inning. Smithers has 2 RBIs on the year, so another opportunity right here if he could do something. And they get Vidano leaning, nearly throw the ball into center field on the pickoff attempt. But an excellent job there by the second baseman, Dignan, to show his ups and grab that one out of the sky and save it from going into center field and maybe save Vidano moving over to third base. Smithers swings and misses at that one for strike 2. After Smithers, Matt Tuggle due up as he takes some practice swings on deck. 0-2 pitch from Garum is going to be poked foul, and it'll drop in down the right side. Good effort there by the first baseman, Dylan Cox. Try to run that one down, but just a little out of his reach. And the count will stay 0-2. Vidano, decent lead at second base. Garum will check back, come to the plate, and get Smithers chasing that ball out of the zone for strike 3. So with one out, that'll bring up Matt Tuggle. Tuggle having a solid season so far at the plate. He is leading the team with a .462 average, has 6 hits and 13 at-bats, all singles, and does have 1 run batted in. First pitch, a ball to Tuggle. That one misses low and inside. So 2 balls now to the junior out of Bassett, Virginia. Tuggle fouls that one out of play. And Garum will step off and fake the throw back to second to keep Vidano honest back there. That pitch in there for a called strike. And Tuggle swings and goes down on strike 3. So Cougars now down to Cody Jones. Keep this inning going. The runner at second base after the leadoff single and steal by Vidano. Jones having a solid first year with the Cougars, batting .304. That one just missed outside. As I said, Jones, a sophomore transfer out of Garner, North Carolina. That pitch misses high for ball 2. And that one called a strike. Home plate umpire, very delayed strike call. That's just his style, as we've seen so far here in the first inning. So 2-1 the count. Pitch from Jones. Hit foul down the right side. We'll get up against the fence, so no play on it. But it will even the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second. Pitch from Garum. That one missed low, so that'll make the count full. And the pitch popped up in the infield. Dignan underneath it at second base and makes the catch. So both teams able to get runners in scoring position, but unable to do anything with it. And the Cougars won't be able to score here in the bottom of the first. We're still tied 0-0. When we come back for the second, you're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the top of the second inning, still tied 0-0. And leading things off here for the Pride
First baseman Dylan Cox.
will be the first baseman, Dylan Cox. And I'm joined by Lindsey Fulcher here on the broadcast as Cox fouls that one out of play to the left side. Lindsey, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful, Drew. Always glad to be here with you.
And Traylor in his second inning of work, freshman. Misses low there in the dirt. Traylor out of Chesterfield, Virginia. This is his fourth appearance, including a second start. Pitched 10 and 1/3 inning. Has a 1.74 ERA. And this one hit up the middle, deflected off of Traylor's glove over to Vidano for the out. So your standard 1-4-3 double play, ground out. And with one out, that'll bring up Scotty McGuire, the catcher for the Pride. McGuire batting .462 on the season. First pitch, a ball. Looks at another ball. That one missed low. Two-0 pitch from Traylor. That one in there for a strike right at the belt. Time called at the plate. Lindsey, I was mentioning right before the game, complete change in weather from yesterday. Nice sunny weather as McGuire fouls that one back to the net. And back to winter apparently today.
Absolutely. Yesterday you had people out here in tank tops and shorts, and today we're bundled up.
A little check swing, and that will get McGuire. Crossed him up there with off-speed pitch for out number 2. So that'll bring up Braden King. King, a sophomore out of Graham, North Carolina. First pitch, fastball, misses outside. King batting .333 so far this season in 3 games. Has 3 hits and 9 at-bats. And looks at a strike there.
Count 1-1 with 2 outs for the Cougars.
I believe the count's 0-2. Excuse me, I was wrong. 2-1. That one misses outside. So 3-1 the count here to King. Little chopper over to second base. Vidano bobbles it quickly, but throws over to first for the out. And the Pride go 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. When we go to the bottom half, when we come back, it'll be Neil Hutchins at the plate for the Cougars. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network.
And we are back here on the Averett Sports Network. I am Lindsay Fulcher, and this will be number 3, Neil Hutchins, up to the plate for your Cougars.
Hutchins returns after missing a couple of games due to injury. Pops his first pitch up. And will be foul. As I was saying, he had a really good start to the year. Was off to a hot start in the first couple of games, and then had a couple of off games. And still batting .217 on the year.
Steps back into the box with 0-1 count. Hits that up the middle to the shortstop. That'll be Hunter Curtis, and he will be safe on the passed ball.
And it will be an error charge to the shortstop Curtis as the throw was in the dirt and got by Cox at first base, unable to dig it.
That will bring up 28, Tanner Bradshaw for the Cougars. Bradshaw playing first base today.
Bradshaw, 3 hits on the season. Been able to get a couple starts in at first base so far. Also seen some time on the mound. First pitch, a ball. Hutchins at first base, not a threat to steal. As that one crushed foul down the left side.
Count 1-1 for Bradshaw as Neil Hutchins on first. Hits that one foul to the right back side. Count 1-2. Hit out to the left side. That's drops as the left fielder bobbles it right there.
Yeah, the left fielder, Blake Carroll, over his head, and he just couldn't quite pick it up off the ground, and will be an RBI double for Bradshaw. So the Cougars on the board first here in the bottom of the second inning.
That brings up junior A.J. Hart.
Hart with 3 hits on the season.
It's a great hit from Bradshaw, one of the younger players on the team.
First pitch misses for a ball. Yeah, Bradshaw, solid smack there. And I tell you what, Lindsay, if the wind is blowing at all like it usually is, that ball might have a chance of going out. But the flag in center field is about as limp as it can get. So no wind today to help him. And Hart offered at that bunt. He tried to bunt it, and they almost threw down to second base to get Bradshaw. Luckily, he gets back. They will call that a strike as he did offer at it. So 1-1 to count.
Swing and a miss there for Hart. Count 1-2.
After Hart, you got BK Stansel due up for the Cougars.
Swing and a miss there for the first out.
Stansel batting .267 on the year, has 4 hits and 15 at bats, including 3 RBIs. Take strike 1. looks at another strike.
0-2 for Stancil. Little outside for the first ball. Following Stancil will be Nick Taylor. Taylor, a freshman for the Cougars. And swing and a miss.
Stancil able to just get a piece of that and stay alive. Otherwise, it would have been strike 3. So he fouls that one. And he'll live to see another pitch here. But with that one, unable to get a piece of it, and goes down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting number 20, Nick Taylor.
Shortstop Nick Taylor up at the plate. We'll foul that one back. Cougars in a similar situation as they were in first inning with Kyle Vadano on second base, and he was left on base. Taylor looking to not leave Bradshaw. Count 1-1. Swing on that. With 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs.
This is Garam's 3rd appearance. And Taylor just gets a piece of that one. His 3rd appearance of the season. First start. Does have a 1-0 record with 1 save in his relief appearances. Came in today with 6 1/3 innings pitched. Had 9 strikeouts in those 6 1/3, so pretty good ratio there. Just a little check swing by Taylor. Garam, a sophomore out of Tampa, Florida.
Count remains 1-2 for Taylor. In the dirt for a ball. And he'll hit that one. It goes past the third baseman. Advances Bradshaw to third.
Good 2-out hit through the left side for Taylor. Keep the inning going.
That would bring up leadoff hitter Kyle Vadano. Vadano, a redshirt junior for the Cougars.
Now batting number 4.
And after his leadoff single back in the first inning, he's got his average up to .394 on the season. Vadano, no RBI yet this season after hitting mostly in the 1 or 2 hole. So has an opportunity here as fastball gets away from Garam for ball. Lindsay, these are those opportunities if you're the Cougars you really need to try to capitalize on and build your lead in 1-0. Probably not going to cut it in a game like this. And Cougars nearly execute perfect hit and run, but that ball just hit a little too close to second baseman Brady Dignam. He's able to get back and field it after going to cover second base. So that's it for the Cougars, but not before they score a run. They lead 1-0 over Greensboro.
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Leading off for the Pride, this is the top of the third. Number 26, Blake Carroll. Carroll, the left fielder for Greensboro. First pitch, a ball. Second pitch, a ball from Trailer. That one will be called a strike. Count 2-1 on Carroll. Third ball there. And he'll hit that one to Matthew Tuggle. Throws to Bradshaw for the first out. Tuggle, typically an outfielder. Coach Bailey trusting him enough to stick him at third, and he's doing pretty well there, Drew.
Yeah, he made the move to the infield for this season. As you mentioned, he's pretty much an outfielder for most of his career, and does pitch a little bit too, and obviously going to be a huge factor in the Cougars' rotation. Probably getting one of the starts tomorrow.
This is leadoff hitter Jimmy Short. It's 2 strikes on Short. Ball a little low. Two and one the count. Outside for 3-1.
Trailer will look to find the zone here. Don't want to give up a walk with the top part of the lineup coming through, and that one hit through the middle will be a single for Short.
Now batting number 12, Brady Dignan.
That'll bring up Brady Dignan, the second baseman for Greensboro.
Dignan was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Short, good lead at first, and he's off. Let the ball foul over to the right side, to make the long trot back across the diamond.
Dignan back in the box, 0-1 count. 1 out as Short is almost thrown out there at first.
Short, no stolen bases on the year, but certainly has the speed to do so. He's got another good lead at first.
And he'll hit that one to Matthew Tuggle, who will get the, looks close there, and it will be called out.
Yeah, Tuggle didn't have enough time to get the runner at second base, so had to settle for the easy out at first. But that does allow Short to get out up to second on the play, and puts a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs for the Pride.
Hunter Curtis up at the plate now, the shortstop for the Pride.
Curtis flew out in his first at-bat of the day as he calls for time. trailer will step off and fake the throw to second. Didn't want Short to get too much of a good lead there. And good curveball in there for a strike.
Ball a little inside for Curtis. Count 1-1. 2 outs here. And he'll hit up the middle. Taylor will get the 3rd out for the Cougars, and we will move to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here where senior Dallas Smithers is up at the plate. First pitch, a ball. Second pitch, a ball as well. That one popped up to shallow center. Second baseman will get that catch. That was Dignan on the catch for the first out. Springs up Matt Tuggle.
Now that number 31, Matt Tuggle.
Looks like Tuggle swung at that one. Ball 1. And got a piece of that one. Count 1-2 for the junior. He'll hit that one. To the left, and it will go foul as Tuggle jogs back. Didn't look like he meant to do that, but had it not gone foul, would have been a single. And Tuggle will go down as Cody Jones steps up to the plate.
And Jones hits that one foul down the left side for strike one. Jones batting .292. That pitch just missed the corner. Despite that one run that Averett got in the the second inning, which was brought on by an error, Garum has been cruising along, has 5 strikeouts for the Pride. But he's in trouble right now as that pitch misses for ball 3. So 3-1 the count here to Jones.
That one fouled behind the press box. Jones with a full count here. 2 outs. Following him would be Neil Hutchins. Foul that one to the right as well. That one fouled to the right. Looks like it is inside the fence. Oh, just outside.
Just gets over despite good effort there by Dignan and Cox chasing it down over by the tarp. So they'll all go back. We'll do it again here. Full count to Cody Jones.
Little high there.
And Jones will draw the 2-out walk. Keep the inning going for Averett. As I'll bring up Hutchins. Hutchins, of course, reached on an error and scored back in the second inning. Hutchins had the ground ball to second base and was thrown away by the Pride. Eventually came around and scored on the RBI double by Tanner Bradshaw, who steps on deck. That pitch misses high for a ball. Hutchins batting .208 in his first year at Averett. And hits this one into left field. That's in the corner. And it's going and drops just foul inside the line. Ball hung up there just too much there, Lindsey, and sailed just enough foul over the line. So just a long strike.
Hutchins back up at the plate, 1-1. 2 outs with Jones on first. Count 1-2 as he fouled that last pitch.
Hutchins in his first year at Averett after transferring from Surrey Community College, where he batted .395 last year in 36 games. So he's got the pop with his bat for sure. That pitch in the dirt for ball 2. misses high, so that'll run the count full here to Hutchins. Cougars trying to put together a little 2-out rally here in the bottom of the third after their 1-0 lead. Throw over to first. Jones back in time. Jones on the move, and that pitch inside for ball 4. So Cougars have 2 aboard here for Tanner Bradshaw. And time will be called as they'll go out and talk to Garum. Lindsay, while we got a moment, talk about really good, really crazy weekend here at North Campus baseball, of course, playing Greensboro today, and they have a doubleheader tomorrow against the Pride right here at Owen Fulton Field to finish off their series. It'll be an 11 a.m. doubleheader. And, of course, down the hill we've got women's lacrosse at 12 against Piedmont, and men's lacrosse with its first ever game at home. That's tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. against Greensboro College. So a lot of action going on here on Averett's North Campus.
Bradshaw steps into the box. 2 runners on for the Cougars, 2 outs. A little outside for ball 1. Following Bradshaw will be A.J. Hart.
Fastball in there, belt high. We'll see how they pitch Bradshaw after he got a hold of that double back in the last inning. Obviously, be a little bit more careful. Looks like may pitch him a little outside, and that one's low and outside for ball 2.
And he'll hit that one to second baseman, and he will throw for 3 outs. That was Dignan on the throw. Score 0-1 here as the Cougars lead. We will be right back here at the top of the 4th on the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Lincoln Hewitt will lead things off for Greensboro as Averett holds a 1-0 lead through 3 innings. Ryan Traylor with the pitch, and fastball misses outside for ball 1. Hewitt 1 for 1 with a double. And hits this one out into left field. BK Stansel having trouble with it, unable to come up with it. It'll fall in off his glove, so that will be an error.
Now batting number 9, Tyler Price.
So with Hewitt at second base, that'll bring up Price. 0 for 1 with a flyout. As Greensboro has something cooking here. First pitch misses high.
Count 1-0 for Price.
And pitch misses. Ball fouled out of play. Trailer with the pitch. That'll miss low for ball 3. That one misses as well, so will be a walk. Now put 2 aboard here for Cox. Cox grounded out.
Now batting number 22.
And his first at bat of the day. But has a chance to do some damage here with nobody out. And 2 runners aboard. Cougars do have somebody briefly loosening up in the bullpen. They'll try to get out of this jam as they have earlier in the game. 1-0 pitch, fouled out of play to the left side. On 1 pitch, just misses the outside corner. Prior to today, Cox had only had 1 at bat so far this season through Greensboro's first 4 games. Getting the start today. 2-1 pitch, hit out into deep right center field. That could be trouble. A.J. Hart able to get over there and make the catch for the out, but will allow the lead runner Hewitt to tag and advance to third. So runners on the corners now for the Pride. And 1 out for Scotty McGuire.
Now batting number 40, Scotty McGuire.
McGuire struck out. First time up. We'll see if maybe Greensboro puts the runner at first, Price, in motion to avoid a double play. Maybe the Cougars can capitalize with a quick throw over, see if he's going. There's a trailer with a solid pickoff move. Wouldn't be surprised if they at least try it once. Keep the runner honest. He will come home with it. Chopper up the middle. Taylor made double play for Taylor. Over to Vidano, over to first, and safe as Bradshaw unable to stay on the bag. And it will be an RBI fielder's choice for McGuire to tie things up.
That brings up Braden King.
So King shows bunt, but pulls it back. I believe they said it was a strike. Throw to first, not in time. Pitch popped out of play to the left side. And it is 0-2 the count. Fastball misses right in at the shoelaces.
It went on to the left side, and it will go foul.
So King stays alive.
Count 1-2 with 2 outs here.
That one put in play out to left field. BK Stansel back and makes the catch. But not before Greensboro takes advantage of an error and ties it up 1-1 here in the top of the fourth. We'll be back with the Cougars coming to the plate after these messages.
And we are back here at the Averett Sports Network. Leading off here in the bottom of the fourth is junior AJ Hart. Hart playing center field for the Cougars today. That one fouled behind the press box.
Hart 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Fouls that one to the right side. 0-2 for Hart. First ball. Following Hart will be BK Stancil. High for ball 2. Two-two pitch, and it is hit. Foul to the right side. So Hart's still in the game. That one hit to right field, and it will be caught. That was right fielder Braden King for the first out for the Cougars. Good hit, but King with a good catch.
I wasn't sure if King was going to get there, Lindsay. He was kind of slowly working his way in, but able to make the shoestring grab for the first out, which will bring up BK Stancil.
First one a ball, a little inside.
Stancil 0 for 1.
Swing and a miss there for strike 1. That one a strike.
Stancil with a strong swing there. Just unable to get the bat on it. And he's in a 1-2 hole here. He'll call time.
That one fouled to the right side. Stancil staying in it here. Count 1 and 2.
And that one fouled over to the right side as well, so he stays alive. So good at bat by Stancil.
Hit that one up the center, and it will be caught by center fielder Jimmy Short. That brings up Nick Taylor. Nick Taylor, a freshman from Central South Carolina.
Got a hit in his first at bat today.
In the dirt for ball 1. Hit foul for his first strike. Count 1 and 1, 2 outs. That one called a strike. 1 and 2 for Taylor. Sorry, that's 2 and 2.
So 2 and 2 the count here to Taylor. Trying to keep the inning going. And unable to do so as he misses on strike 3. So the Cougars go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the 5th, all tied up 1-1.
And we are back here as number 26, Blake Carroll, is up to bat in the top of the 5th inning between the Pride and the Cougars. Score 1-1.
First pitch in there for a strike.
Second pitch, a ball. Hit to Nick Taylor, as he will get the throw and the out for the Cougars. Quick play by Taylor. That will bring up center fielder Jimmy Short. Trailer pitches inside for ball 1. Little outside will be hit to second baseman Kyle Vidano, and he will make the throw and get the second out. Brady Dignan, the second baseman for the Pride, will step up into the box. So far, 2 up, 2 down for the Pride. That one hit to Nick Taylor again, who will make the throw, and Dignan will be safe on first.
And nothing Taylor could do there. Just a little high chopper and had to wait on it, and just not enough time to throw Dignan out at first, so it will be a 2-out single. That'll bring up Curtis.
First ball high.
Runner on the move, throw down, not in time. And will be a stolen base.
So count 1-0.
1-1. They're going to say the last pitch was a strike. Waiting for the signal and finally got it.
Ball hit foul to the right side. It will be over the fence. 1-2 count for Curtis. Dignan on second. Taking a good lead out there. Trailer watching him closely. It's straight up the middle.
That one's going to get through and will score the go-ahead run here with 2 outs.
And that's a good spot. Hit right in the hole there. And the Pride will lead 2-1. 2 outs here as Trailer will face left-hander Lincoln Hewitt.
pitch a ball.
Hit that one to the left side, and that's going to be caught out there in left field. That would be BK Stancil for the third out. And the Pride leads the Cougars 2-1. We will be right back here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And we are back here as leadoff hitter Kyle Vadano steps up to the plate. Score 2-1. The Pride in the lead.
Vadano having a good day so far. Has a hit to lead off the game.
2-0 count for Vadano.
Grounded out his last plate appearance. Tries to sneak down a bunt. Good dive there by the third baseman. But Price unable to get there. Ball was kind of fading away from him and made it a little bit harder for him. So Vadano will come back to the plate. 2-1 the count. And the pitch from Garum misses for ball 3. This one poked out into center field. That will drop in there for a single. So Vadano with his second hit of the day. And I'll bring up Dallas Smithers. Smithers, senior, one of 3 seniors on the roster. Local guy out of nearby Ringgold, one of the surrounding communities of Danville. Throw over to first, not in time. Smithers transferred to Averett as a sophomore and has done a good job during his 3 seasons as a Cougar. Lays down the bunt, unable to get it down though, and fouls it over to the right side. Just a reminder, fans, if you hadn't seen it, obviously the schedule changed for this series. Saturday, we were supposed to play 1 game at 1, and then Sunday, game 3 of the series. But because of rain in the forecast on Sunday, we're now playing a doubleheader here at 11 a.m. Saturday as Vadano takes off. Ball hit over to third base, and only 1 play there for Price, and that is at first as Vadano moves up. So Smithers grounds out 5-3. But Vadano advances into scoring position for Matt Tuggle here with 1 out. As the Cougars trail by 1, that certainly could be valuable. They could somehow get him in, tie this game back up. Then you got a whole new ball game.
Tuggle up the middle or down the third base side.
Able to sneak that one in through the left side between the third baseman and shortstop. And keep the inning going here. So runners on the corners for the Cougars. Cody Jones at the plate.
Just one out as Jones steps up to the plate.
And the Cougars wisely held Vidano up at third base. He was not going to be able to score on that play. So
Now batting number 41, Cody Jones.
with a tight game, you don't want to take that risk. We'll see if it pays off for the Cougars here. And Jones fouls that one over to third base coach Robbie Swab. With his great reflexes, able to snag that one out of the grass.
Count 0-1.
That one misses inside as well. So 1-1 the count. Vidano, decent lead. Tuggle, conservative. That pitch missed a little outside. So 2-1 the count. Pitch inside. So 3-1 the count to Jones. Lindsay, this is one of those times where if you're the batter, you got to make sure that this is in your zone right here. You don't want to chase anything, especially if it's ball four. And it is indeed ball four, and that'll load him up here for Neil Hutchins. And time is called, and I believe we might have a change. I believe I saw the signal, so it looks like Garam's day is over. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll let you know who it is. Averett threatening here with the bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the fifth. And welcome back. Bases loaded here. One out in the bottom of the fifth inning. And Neil Hutchins is at the plate. New pitcher on the mound for Greensboro. It's Josh Evans, the senior, making his second appearance of the year. Comes in having pitched 2 2/3 innings. Finds himself in a jam. First pitch misses to Hutchins for ball one. Josh Garam went 4 1/3. Now Evans trying to pick up where he left off. That pitch fouled back to the net.
With just one out, the Cougars have their bases loaded for Hutchins.
Hutchins looks at a ball high.
Count 2-1.
Hutchins 0 for 1 with a walk. Scored the lone run after reaching on an error. And a good cut there, but missed for strike 2. Still only one out, so Tanner Bradshaw is up next, barring some sort of double play situation. And Hutchins' little chopper to third will roll foul, though, as he stays alive. Evans, a senior out of Monroe, North Carolina. Looks in. 2-2 is the count to Hutchins. Pitch hit out into right center field. That might score at least one on the tag. And it will be sacrifice fly for Hutchins, and we have a tie ball game.
As Tanner Bradshaw will now bat for the Cougars.
Tanner Bradshaw.
So Bradshaw, 2 outs, 2 runners still on. That ball gets away. And the runners will advance as it was not touched. It was a strike, though. So will be a wild pitch that allows both the runners to advance. So the Cougars have the go-ahead run 90 feet away. See if they can take advantage here.
Bradshaw's count 0-2 as he swings and misses. Good strong swing if he does get a hold of it, as we saw in his first hit of today's game.
So 0-2 the count to Bradshaw. The pitch on the way in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but able to keep it in front of him. Good job by Scotty McGuire. That ball would have gotten away. Tuggle had a chance to score. So 1-2 the count. The pitch poked through the left side. That'll score 1. And they're going to hold up Jones at third. And the Cougars take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Bradshaw coming through again clutch today for Averett.
Now that number 8, A.J. Hart.
And Lindsay, that's just what the Cougars needed to kind of give them a little bit of confidence here. They need to keep on tacking on some more runs if they have this opportunity. And they have another runner 90 feet away.
A.J. Hart now in the box for the Cougars. First one outside for the ball. Actually, it will be called a strike. Maybe it was my angle, but I wouldn't have swung at that one.
It was right on the outside corner, so not prime real estate in terms of making good contact.
Nonetheless, still a strike as that one fouled to the right side for strike 2. Runners on first and third for Hart.
And little chopper just gets fouled to the left side as Hart stays alive. Huge hole to the right side if Hart could go the opposite way. And thought about it, swinging it. Didn't look like he went around, and they check out at second. Umpire says no. Obviously, we don't have the best angle in the press box, but I thought that was the right call. Did not look like he got the barrel around. And Frank Maldonado not happy. Looks like he delivers a warning. Maldonado not happy with the check down.
And the count 1-2. Still 2 runners on and 2 outs for Hart. That one popped up to right between center and right.
And will be the center fielder.
Jimmy Short with the third out. We will go to the top of the 6th inning. We will be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we are back here, the Pride up at the plate in the top of the 6th inning for first game of this series between Greensboro and Averett. Number 9, Tyler Price, will step up to the plate. The Cougars trail by 1. First pitch is a ball from Trailer, little inside. And inside and low for ball 2. That one fouled behind the press box, strike 1. The infield playing on the grass for Price. Inside for ball 3. Three-one pitch from Trailer, and he will be walked. Price jogs down. Number 22, Dylan Cox, will be next up for the Pride.
Now batting number 22, Dylan Cox.
And he will throw to Bradshaw. Not in time as Price gets back.
So far, Trailers' longest outing of the year was 6 innings against Southern Virginia. This ball hit out to shortstop. Vidano tries to turn 2. They'll at least get the lead runner at second, as it will be a fielder's choice. But as I was saying, longest outing of the year was 6 innings back against Southern Virginia on February 15th for Trailer. He's made a couple other pitching appearances through then, but honestly, getting right at that point today, here as we are in the 6th inning. One out for Scotty McGuire. He's 0 for 2, but does have an RBI. And lines that one foul over to the right side.
And a relatively good crowd out here at Owen Fulton Field, being the weather is a little chilly today, Drew. Got lots of students and staff out here on the bleachers.
Also, they're playing bingo today at the ballpark. Ball in the dirt. And they try to throw down. Not a great throw by Hutchins. It was in the dirt. Looked like he slipped when he tried to throw that.
Had that been a not slipped and had that been a good throw, it could have been an out there.
Yeah, they had
from Bradshaw.
Had Cox wandering off first after that ball got in the dirt. And then he realized he wasn't going anywhere, so tried to get back. And you're right, I think that would have been a lot closer play had he not slipped. So 1-1 the count. Here to McGuire. That one, good fastball, but must have just missed the outside corner. But as you were saying, Lindsay, good, not a bad crowd today for Friday afternoon early game. It's the Gold Rush game, so fans were able to get a Gold Rush rally towel. So that pitch misses low. And, of course, debuting bingo at the ballpark. See if anybody is the lucky winner today. Not sure what they win. And that pitch misses inside for ball 4, so 2 aboard now and 1 out as Braden King comes to the plate. And we might see a change here as Maldonado making his way to the home plate umpire. Not sure if it'll be a hitter or maybe a runner. And it looks like it will be a runner at second base for Cox. Number 13, Jacob Rodriguez, will come on and do the pinch running duties.
In the pinch run for the Pride, number 13, Jacob Rodriguez.
So Greensboro adding a little speed out to the base paths, down by 1, and a prime opportunity to score and tie this game up. Rodriguez, a sophomore infielder out of Tampa, Florida. So he will take over at second base for Cox. 1 out, 2 aboard as King steps in. First pitch from Trailer. That one hits the outside corner. hit up the
Little
middle.
chopper to Kyle Vidano, who does stop it.
Tough play. Not much you could do with Vidano there. Just able to keep it on the infield and save a run. If that ball gets by him, that runner's probably scoring from second on the infield single.
Now batting number 26, Blake Carroll.
Blake Carroll up at the plate for the Pride.
So now the Cougars find themselves in a little bit of trouble. And that one's through. That'll tie it up, maybe take the lead. They're going to hold the runner. McGuire at third. So Carroll comes through with an RBI single on the first pitch. And we'll see if the Cougars make a change here. Averett coach Drew Bailey out to have a conference with the whole infield and pitcher and catcher. No motion made to the bullpen yet, so we'll see what they're going to talk about. Maybe set up a play. Try to induce a double play. Maybe try to get out of the inning. Top of the lineup now up for Greensboro, starting with Jimmy Short.
Now batting number 44, Jimmy Short.
Short 1 for 3 with a single. Trailer staying in. Freshman looks in. Pitch on the way. Fastball hits the corner for strike one. No real action in the Averett bullpen, so this one is trailers. And that pitch misses inside. Tanner Bradshaw, the first baseman for the Cougars, in on the grass. Tuggle back to guard against the hit down the line. And fastball misses outside. Looked like trailer overthrew that one just a tad. Nowhere to put Short, so got to come at him right here. 2-1 the count. Middle infield at double play depth. And this ball hit out into left in the gap. That's going to be trouble. That's over Stansel's head. That'll drop in. That'll score at least 2. They're going to send the other runner, and it will be a 3-run double by Short. And it is now a 6-3 lead for the Pride. So Short comes through with a huge double to clear the bases. And that looks like that'll be the end of the day for trailer. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the Cougars are going to bring in.
And we are back here on the Averett Sports Network. A couple substitutions. You have Trailer out for pitching after pitching 5 1/3. And Tanner Bradshaw will move from first to pitch as Corey Wall will move to first base.
And Lindsay, with that move, that will erase the designated hitter. So it's Cody Jones. His day is done as the DH. Because by bringing in a field player to pitch, that's what erases the DH for the Cougars. So still trouble. Runner at second base. 1 out for Dignan. Dignan shows bunt. Pulls it back. And the pitch misses for a ball. For Bradshaw, this is his 3rd appearance. He's pitched 5 innings with a 3.60 ERA. Bradshaw fires in, but another ball low. This ball hit out into shallow center field. A.J. Hart comes in to make the catch for out number 2. So that'll bring up Hunter Curtis. This ball crushed out to deep left field. B.K. Stansel going back. And looks like he makes the snow cone catch at the warning track for out number 3, but not before Greensboro tacks on 4 runs and takes a 6-3 lead here in the top of the 6th.
And we are back. A substitution at first base for the Pride. Blake Glass, number 25, will come into the game. And up to the plate for your Cougars, B.K. Stansel. Stansel, the left fielder for today.
And the substitution Glass comes in for Rodriguez, who came in to pinch run for Dylan Cox. First pitch into Stansel, in there for a strike. Cougars trail 6-3 after giving up 4 runs in the top half of the inning. So they've got their work cut out for them. And that one in there for strike 2. Evans still the pitcher for the Pride. Misses with a fastball high.
That one hit up the middle from Stansel.
And it will get through for a single, so Stancil does his job and gets on base with a leadoff hit.
That would bring up Nick Taylor.
Now batting shortstop, Nick Taylor.
Taylor, the freshman shortstop for the Cougars.
He's 1 for 2 today. And comes up swinging. This ball hit foul. Will get out of play, though, to the right side. Off-speed pitch comes in right at the elbows. That'll leave the count of 1-1. Pitch, that one hit up the middle as well. Good dive by the shortstop, but unable to kind of corral it was Curtis, and that will be another single for Averett, so 2 aboard for Kyle Vidano in the top of the lineup coming up.
Now batting number
Vidano
4,
is 2 for 3 in today's game.
So Vidano showing bunt, drops it down the line, and just rolls foul. That would have been a really nice bunt for a single and would have moved the runners over, as they were not going to catch Vidano with his speed. Instead, it's strike 1, and we'll have to see if the Cougars leave the bunt on. Lindsay, I got to think that that might still be an option here with nobody out. Try to move the runners over for the rest of the lineup coming up. Sacrifice the out to move the runners into scoring position. Vidano is certainly one of the best bunters on the team. And he does show bunt. He drops this one down. Fielded by the pitcher. And safe. It's a fielder's choice. And a sacrifice for Vidano.
And with bases loaded, it'll bring up Dallas Smithers. Like we said earlier, Smithers, one of 3 seniors on the team.
So bases loaded for Averett. Nobody out. And time is called as they work on third base. This is the second time this year we've had to look at third base on a hard slide in there. Just kind of jarred the bag loose a little bit, so they're going to make sure that it's safe and playable. And looks pretty sturdy, so we're ready to roll.
Now batting number 2, Dallas Smithers.
So Smithers steps up with a chance to do some damage and get the Cougars right back in here as they trail by 3. That pitch in the dirt. Greensboro has some action in their bullpen should they need to go there.
And Smithers, a player to watch in today's game with 8 hits and 2 RBIs on the season.
1-1 pitch, fouled out of play. It's 1-1 is the count. This one might drop into, oh no, good catch out there, but it will be a sacrifice fly as the ball, really good play there by Braden King to get over into the gap. Looked like that might dive in there, but he was there to make the play, but still that brings in 1 run for the Cougars, and Smithers does his job to get 1 run home.
Now batting number 31, Matt Tuggle.
Stansel able to score. All the other runners had to stay put. So your score is 6-4 in favor of Greensboro, but the Cougars still threatening as Tuggle drops one in center field. And they're going to send home Taylor, and he is in there. So Cougars back within one as Tuggle with a key base hit. Badano moves all the way to third, hustling on the play.
One out as A.J. Hart will be up next for the Cougars.
Actually, I believe that's Corey Wall. Kind of hard to tell by their jersey numbers, but it is Wall. But it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. As the Cougars have pulled within one. Let's see who this is. And it looks like it's number 11, Christian Gargado. Gargado, a senior out of Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Now pitching for the Pride, number 11, Christian Gargado.
Gargado making his second appearance of the year. Pitched 1 1/3 innings in his first appearance of the season. Gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits. Righty getting in his warm-up pitches. Cougars still have runners on the corners here with 1 out. And Corey Wall at the plate. So we are ready to roll here.
For your Cougars, number 9, Corey Wall.
Fake on the throw. That pitch taken low for ball 1. Still only 1 out. And Wall looks at a strike there. Not a bad take. Pitch was kind of low and on the outside corner, so.
Looks like he went to swing and then changed his mind last minute.
Wasn't in his zone, and sometimes that's okay. If you can't do anything with a pitch, sometimes it's best not to swing at it, especially early in a count. Looks at a ball there, so 2-1. Here to Wall. The 2-1 pitch to Wall. This one hit out into center field. Vidano tagging up, and they're going to have a play at the plate. It's right there, and they are going to get Vidano at the plate. And words between the catcher McGuire and Vidano had to be separated, but that'll be it for the Cougars, but not before they get 2 runs. They're back within a run here as we go to the 7th inning.
And we are back as Lincoln Hewitt will lead off the top of the 7th for the Pride. The score 6-5. Greensboro in the lead.
Bradshaw continues to pitch for the Cougars. First pitch misses for a ball. That one fouled away, so that'll even the count of 1-1.
One pitch, and that one will be called a ball. Looked close, but must have just missed the outside corner.
Might have been a tad bit high. It was pretty close, though. And time is going to be called by Hutchins as he's going to go out and have talk with the freshman. Bradshaw, 6'4" freshman out of Goochland, Virginia. So 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Ball popped up into left center. BK Stansel gives way. Hart can't make the catch. And it will drop in for a single. And looks like Hart's shaken up on the dive. I don't know if maybe the wind got knocked out of him or arm.
May have jammed a shoulder.
Don't want to speculate. So we'll leave that up to the trainers once they get out there and see if he's okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know if he'll stay in the game.
And we're back with Price up at the plate. Hart okay there in center field as he jogs back out there for the rest of the inning.
Looks like he's still kind of shaking off after making that diving play. It will be ruled as a single, as it was a tough play to make in the gap all the way coming from center field. So the 8th hit today for the Pride. So one aboard, nobody out here for Price. Price shows bunt, drops it down, good bunt. Bradshaw will pick it up and throw to first for the out, but it will be a sacrifice bunt to move the runner over. And looks like we might have a pinch runner. And we will, number 42, Daniel Efford.
Pinch run for the Pride, number 42, Daniel Averett.
So he will come in for Hewitt.
Now batting, number 25, Blake Glass.
And Blake Glass at the plate for his first plate appearance after coming in as a defensive replacement. Glass, a senior out of Kennesaw, Georgia. This ball crushed out to deep center field, fading to the right center gap. Caught by Hart, throws it in, and a good play. Hart still kind of wincing in pain out there, but able to make a great play on that to get to that ball and throw it in and keep the runner at second.
Now batting, number 40, Scotty McGuire.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Scotty McGuire. This ball hit out into center. That could be trouble. And that will fall in and score a run for the Pride as McGuire will race into second base with the double. So RBI double makes it 7-5 in favor of Greensboro.
Hart still wincing in pain out there.
So Braden King will step in with a runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch, good fastball in there for a strike. Good swing, good off-speed pitch by Bradshaw. Completely fooled King. O2 pitch. Hit into left field. That could be trouble again. BKA Stansel unable to make the catch on the line. And that'll drop in for another RBI double for Greensboro.
Now batting, number 26, Blake Carroll.
Blake Carroll will step up to the plate for the Pride.
First pitch in there for a strike. Allen misses for a ball. Little bloop into right field, but right at Dallas Smithers for the second out. But not before the Pride add 2 more runs. They continue to lead 8-5. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
And we are back here as Neil Hutchins will start off the bottom of the 7th.
For your Cougars, number 3, Neil Hutchins.
First pitch misses inside for a ball.
Hit to the left side, and shortstop will receive that, Hunter Curtis. That's 1 out as Bradshaw will step up to the plate.
Now batting number 28, Tanner Bradshaw.
Bradshaw having a pretty good day today in the box. That hit between short and third as Curtis will get the second out. This will bring up A.J. Hart. Hart appears to still be in a little bit of pain,
A.J. Hart.
holding his left arm kind of stiff. Shakes it out real quick as he steps into the box. And that one will go to second baseman, and he will be thrown out. That's 1-2-3 for the Cougars. The score remains at 8-5 with the Greensboro Pride in the lead. We will be right back here at the top of the 8th.
Zach DiCarlo.
And we are making some substitutions as sophomore Zach DiCarlo switches for A.J. Hart in center field. Now pitching is Dylan Touchard for the Cougars.
Hitting for the Pride, number 44, Jimmy Short.
And Bradshaw will move back over to first base. And hitting for the Pride, 0-1 is Jimmy Short. And 0-1 pitch hit to Matt Tuggle at third, thrown to Tanner Bradshaw for the first out.
For Touchard, his third appearance. Has 8 strikeouts in 7 2/3 innings, so he's done some good things, Lindsay, in his first couple outings of his collegiate career.
Brady Dignan up to the plate for the Pride. Score 8-5 here at the top of the 8th. And that first pitch called a strike from Touchard. Second pitch, a ball up and to the right. That pitch inside. Count 2-1 for Touchard. That one hit foul over the press box. Even out the count 2-2. On 2-2 pitch, hit to Tuggle, who will get the second out.
Another good play by Tuggle over there. Done a good job since taking over on that corner infield position. Normally when he's played infield, it's been first base, but they've asked him to kind of help fill in over at third from time to time, and he's done a pretty solid job so far in a couple of games this season.
First pitch, a strike. Inside for, oh, that will be called a strike as well.
Good curveball from Touchard. Just kind of hung in there and cut right back across the plate at the last second. I'll take a couple more of those. And they get him with another curveball. He'll chop this one out to shortstop. Nick Taylor makes the play for the third out. So that'll be it for the Pride, but they still lead 8-5. We go to the bottom of the 8th when we come back.
And we are back here, bottom of the 8th, as BK Stancil will lead off for the Cougars.
Now batting number 27, BK Danville.
And a good hack by Stancil, but just missed it for strike one.
Little chopper to shortstop Curtis.
And that'll be the first out. I'll bring up Nick Taylor.
Now batting number 20, Nick Taylor.
Up and out for ball one. Count 1-2 for Taylor. Behind Taylor is the top of the lineup, Kyle Vidano. And that will be up and caught by second baseman Brady Dignan for 2 outs. Brings up Cougar second baseman Vidano.
Now batting number 4, Kyle Vidano.
So that pitch nicks Vidano on the shin, and he will head to first base. I'm going to bring up Dallas Smithers on the sacrifice fly back in his last plate appearance. And wouldn't be surprised to see Vidano maybe take off here, try to get in scoring position. Here with 2 outs. Don't have the lefty Garum in there anymore, so good opportunity. And he is going, and Smithers fouls that one back. Vidano, another good lead at first. Not going this time. They're going to throw back down, and they would have had him except for the swiping tag by Glass was high. If he'd have stayed down on it, he might have had a shot to get Vidano, but Vidano able to get back safely. Very smart play by Greensboro. Knowing that Vidano might be on the move. It's not going again. Another high fastball. That one misses. So 2-1 the count here to Smithers. Wouldn't be surprised to see Vidano take off here. Might be a good count to do so. He does not, and swing and a miss by Smithers, so 2-2 the count.
Bottom of the 8th, the Pride leads by 3. Smithers here 2-2 with 2 outs.
This one hit out to center field and will be caught by short for the 3rd out. So the Cougars get a runner on, but can't get anybody in. And they still trail by 3. We go to the 9th inning when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
off the top of the ninth. Number 42.
It's Daniel Eford. He came into pinch run and has stayed in as the DH. First pitch fouled away to the left side. This one fouled again, just foul. Nearly stayed inside the third base bag as Matt Tuggle gave chase. So 0-2 count here to Eford. We also have a defensive change for the Cougars. In left field is Matt Wall. He takes over for BK Stansel. And a curveball catches Eford looking at strike three.
Now batting third base, Tyler Price.
That'll bring up Tyler Price, the third baseman for the Pride. 1 out for Touchard.
Shot, and will be a foul ball. I was going to say, I thought that went off his foot. And it was finally signaled by the home plate umpire. So just a foul ball for Price. As we mentioned, tomorrow, Averett Greensboro play a pair of 9-inning games here starting at 11 a.m. Pitch in the dirt. Fortunately, we will not have the Averett Sports Network broadcast of either of those games. We'll be broadcasting our lacrosse doubleheader tomorrow. But we will have live stats, so if you want to tune in, be sure to tune into that.
Count 1 and 2.
Chopper over to Vidano at second base for the out. So that'll bring up Glass, first baseman.
Now batting number 25, Blake Glass.
Coming into today's game, Glass batting 200. He was 1 for 5. And looks at strike one. Today he's 0 for 1.
That hit to the left side. And Matt Wall with the catch for the third out. We will be right back here at the bottom of the ninth for the Cougars' last at-bat. The score remains 8-5, and the Cougars look to make a comeback. We'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here, bottom of the ninth. The Cougars trailing by 3 as junior Matt Tuggle will be the first up to hit.
For the Cougars, number 31, Matt Tuggle.
Tuggle trying to get things going here. Trying to start the inning off right and get on base. He is 2 for 4 today with a run scored and a run batted in. Ricotta still on the mound for Greensboro. First pitch fouled out of play to the right side. And fouled out of play to the right side once again. So 0-2 count here to Tuggle. Averett with 9 hits today. They've put up 5 runs. They've had some trouble getting the offense going here, and they were able to do so today, but one bad inning has kind of derailed their day a little bit as Tuggle flies out to the right fielder, King.
That will bring up sophomore Nick Winston. Winston been out for a little bit with a small injury. Back to make his mark today. Performed very well in the scrimmage yesterday. Fouls the first one back.
So Winston is first at bat of the season. And that one misses inside. As you mentioned, the Cougars played Danville Community College yesterday in a JV game. Right back at it today here. 1-1 pitch, check swing. He did not go around. Pitch was high, so ball 2. Winston, sophomore out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Takes another ball high, so 3-1 the count. And misses high, so 1-out walk drawn by Winston. That'll bring up Neil Hutchins. Hutchins, 1 for 2 today with a walk. Scored a run, drove in a run. It'll be Hutchins, then Bradshaw due up.
Now batting number 3, Neil Hutchins.
Pride do have somebody warming up in their bullpen. Kind of lightly tossing just in case they might be needed. And Hutchins with a shot. That'll get through the right side and get him aboard with a single. And Tanner Bradshaw coming to the plate. Bradshaw crushed a double to left field. Scored a run back in the second inning. He is 2 for 4 today with a double. 2 RBIs as we have a meeting on the mound. Bradshaw, with his 2 hits today, has upped his average by about 50 points. Love to keep on adding to that, Lindsay, and get a base hit here and keep this inning going here with 1 out and 2 aboard.
Now batting for the
Bradshaw
Eagles,
steps
number
up to the
28,
plate.
Tanner Bradshaw.
And pitcher steps off. That pitch in the dirt for ball one. Bradshaw fouls that one back. And I thought that Winston had pinch hit for DiCarlo, but actually he had pinch hit for Touchard. So DiCarlo had stayed in the game. Got my spot switched up there when we had the double switch, as Bradshaw missed for a ball. And that one misses high, so 3-1 the count. As Corrado having a little control issue right here.
And like you said, Drew, DiCarlo still in this game as he is on deck after Bradshaw. 2 runners on for the Cougars.
3-1 pitch on the way, and a little liner over the second baseman's head. That'll drop in for a single. And King had actually bobbled it, but Winston had slid into third.
And that will bring up sophomore number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
And we'll have a pinch runner.
That'll be Tyler Bianco.
Pinch running for the Cougars, number 18, Tyler Bianco. Now hitting for your Cougars, number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
So bases loaded here for DiCarlo. Up high for ball one. Crowd below us getting pretty loud here as we near the end of the game. That pass pitch was a strike as he swung. Count 1-1 with 1 out. Bases loaded.
And a good cut there by DiCarlo. Just unable to get a piece of it, and he has 2 strikes on him now. It's 1-2. After him, it would be Matt Wall. And DiCarlo looks at strike 3. So the Cougars down to their final out, and it's up to Matt Wall to get it going.
Now batting number 1, Matt Wall.
So Wall steps up. Wall still searching for his first hit of the year. And this is his 5th at bat. First pitch in there for a strike. And a good swing, but missed it there. So 0-2 is the count. And it comes down to, possibly comes down to this. Bases loaded, 0-2, here to Wall. And the pitch hits the outside corner for strike 3, and Greensboro will take game 1 of the series by a score of 8-5 here at Owen Fulton Field. So that'll do it for us here in the press box. Thanks for tuning in to today's game. Again, tomorrow, doubleheader at 11 a.m. between Averett and Greensboro. It'll be game 2 and 3 of the series. And you can follow that on the live stats through Averett. Be sure to follow all the latest news for Averett Baseball at averettcougars.com. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening.
I don't know if you were planning on doing a recap, but I need to probably go ahead and head to golf.
I'll go ahead. I'm turning this off.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.